Produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Keith in Philadelphia. Hey, Keith, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, a couple things, Tom. Number one, I started listening to you in 2001 and never stopped. Yep, and I owe you a lot, my family as well. Okay, this is the first time I'm calling.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Always do your best, but don't overdo. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body, and you go against yourself, and it'll take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 179, NASDAQ off 55, S&P's off 24, gold contract down 40 bucks, trading at 1,611 an ounce. Silver, excuse me, folks, off $1.60, trading out at $29.92. Platinum down $38 at $1,524 an ounce. Copper, look at that baby, down 25 pennies, trading at $3.18 a pound. Light sweet crude down $3.84 a barrel at 80.63 a barrel. Bonds up 9 ticks at 141.02. King dollar up 53 cents at 78.56. Euro down 29 ticks at 135, and the yen is out there at 76.55. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we're at 1151. You know, what we had here, of course, is that, you know, we came down with the first leg in July. You get down to 1101 on the S&P cash. We do a couple counter-trend bounces. We set up a huge consolidation. That consolidation is a 130-point S&P consolidation. Bottom line, last time up there was 1220. That was on the 20th of September. We come back down again. Now, what you had yesterday was this. Yesterday, the market just couldn't handle it. And the NASDAQ was screaming that, you know, we can't deal with this higher price. So what ends up happening today? Well, what you had here today, folks, is this, is that the market itself, and this is where it gets really deviant. They were, and when I say they, there's not they, it's you, me, it's everyone. Well, it wasn't me, because basically I'm short the market. I'm not long enough. But bottom line is that the market was trying to hang up there. Couldn't handle it. Once it couldn't handle it, the selling began. Now, what we have is this. Wide open is the 1114. Wide open, folks, is also the 1101. So 1101 cash S&P is on the agenda right now. We did 1 billion shares versus 1.1 in the S&Ps. We go over to the Dow Industrials. This is what you have. Dow Industrials come down to $1.79. You're already into the low bar. So Dow Industrials, if you remember, Dow closed, well, no, they didn't close under the low, hit under the low. So the Dow is game to get down to the 10,597. And we're going to see if this is an ABC structure on the way down. You know, we've been building cars, folks, since the 8th of August. That's a big number. That's a long time to be building cars. You get an ABC down, get out of the way, because it is one monster. We go to the composite, the NASDAQ composite. This is what you have set up in the composite. Composite today comes down 55 bucks. We're at 24.91. You did 1.9 billion shares. Composite also wants to go after. Now, the difference in the composite is this. The composite only got to 24.20 on the 22nd of September. The low of the composite is out there at 23.31. If we go over to the NDX 100, what we're looking at is this. The NDX 100 is at 54.53. What you have is that the last low out here, which has volume, which is going to get tested, is the 52.75 level. It's going to go after that 52.75 level. Now, the low that's out there has volume, not only at the 52.75 level, but we also have volume at 49.93. And the NDX 100 itself has been getting weaker. What we've had is that the bounces that came in, so the bounce that came in on Monday and Tuesday, folks, it was actually, except for Family Dollar Tree, it was the dead cat stocks out of the NDX 100. That's what was bouncing. Now, what else is yelling, screaming? The small caps. The small caps are talking, walking, and squawking. I mean big, folks. It looks to me like the small caps going to blow out the bottom. And the small caps, the IWM is at 65.20 right now. The low is 63.76, and it looks to me we're going for this tomorrow. And if this is an ABC structure down, we're going to know real soon. And if it's an ABC structure down, folks, I'm telling you, get out of the way. So I'll do the numbers for you right now. So check this out. Russell 2000, the small caps came down from 85 to 63. You did a counter trend bounce up to 73. So you have 20. Let's see, what did I say? 85 to 70. Okay, so $15. $15 brings you down to 58. That's where that baby goes, which is not the end of the world, but it is eight more points down. That's a big number. Okay? So what the small caps also did was this. When the small caps hit a low on the 22nd just last week, accelerated volume. Huge accelerated volume. Okay, so now let's go back to the S&P for a second so you can see what you're looking at. If we take the cash S&P, your A point on this is 1347, your B is 1105. So we're dealing with 1101 rather. So you're dealing with 146 A to B. 146 A to B, folks, gets you down to, let's see, is that 146? No, 1347. No, my God. That's 246. Yeah, it gets you down to 1,000. That's the bottom line. And right now, we're at 1151. And if you don't understand how this goes, A to B equals C to D. For an ABC structure on the way down, folks, what you'd have to be doing is you have to take the B point out with volume in order to get into those lower prices. Well, your probability goes up that you'll get the full price projection. We go take a look at some of the high volume stocks out here today. This is what you had. We had Qualcomm down 72 cents. You had Freeport-McMoran off 253. Intel was down 23. You had J.P. Morgan Chase off $1.10. Citigroup was off $1.07. If we go over to the dollar index here, what you have happening here, folks, is that bottom line, dollar index is running the whole deal. The dollar is king dollar, and it's running it, and it's running it in spades. What the dollar wants is higher price. The dollar is in the, what we did here today is that we rejected the low where the swing point was. We did it with lighter volume. With that setting up as a monster ABC. The A point on the dollar is 74. The B point is up there at 79.60. So you're dealing with $5.50. $5.50 wants to bring it up to about 82 to 83. The market will absolutely take conniptions with 82 and 83. Let's go over to the commodity market and take a look at the commodity market. This is what you had happen inside the commodities today. You had copper off 7.5%, silver was off 5%, crude oil was off 4%, 4.5 to be exact, 4 3/4. Corn was off 3%, coffee was off 3%. The whole commodity index, folks, okay, big problems. No two ways about it. Well, it's not problems. The bottom line is that anything that's priced in dollars is going to be less expensive. And that's where I was coming back, which we've been talking about, that you're going to have more money. Well, let's put it this way. You can have the same amount of cash, but you're going to be able to buy more. That's a beautiful thing, folks. Now, what we also have is this, is that you hear that, okay, whether it's Greece, whether it's Europe, folks, Greece is absolutely broke. It's going default. They're trying to stretch this out. And what they're trying to figure out is this. This is where the stretch out comes. And they're trying to figure out, okay, the banks that have the debt, who are the other banks that those banks owe money to? And you know what, folks? Good luck trying to find that out. Because the reality is that the banks are broke. Today what you had Italy and Spain. They extended you can't short financials, just as, you know, when we had our downdraft, the SEC come out and says we don't want you shorting financials. Does that make a difference? No. Since they come out and said that, they're down another 10% anyway. It's amazing that governments think they can turn around and say that you can't sell something and like people won't get out. It's just not even correct, you know, not even close. Let's go to Jason in Spokane, Washington. Hey, Jason, what's going on?
Nada. Enjoying the sunshine.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. What are we going to look at today?
JAG.
JAG. You got Jaguar Mining. The low is 411. The high 790. It's a gold production company in Brazil. So what are you doing with this?
I got in today.
Okay. So what you have is this. You're coming into the high volume day of the 18th of May. You come in with 2.1 versus 4.5. What you don't want to see on this equity, okay? You do not want to see this come into the price point of 460 with more than 3.5 million shares. 2 million's cool. But if that accelerates, you don't want to be there.
Okay.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go to Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How are we doing today?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I'm having a fabulous day out there. You mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
What do you get when you combine huge market volatility with the market insights report? What do you get, Tom?
you bring your family to the Four Seasons.
Oh, that baby. More money, more money, more money. Tom, your calls have been fabulous, man. I mean, just right on the money, like you got a crystal ball or something.
Well, no, it's. I appreciate that, by the way, and I appreciate the business. What we have here, folks, is it's truly a trader's market, and you know that's when bottom line is that markets move, well, traders move.
Absolutely, it is. I'll tell you, as you all know, Tom, we've taken your market insights for several years, but as my technical skills have enhanced, I'm kind of branching into different markets or different ways to trade, the various things that you put in the market insight.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, right now, we've been, as you write the market insights report, we've been selling NASDAQ, we've been buying NASDAQ. I've been doing it through the futures exchange. So when you put out your report and say, hey, go long NASDAQ, I'm long NQ, you say sell. I've been selling NQ. And, Tom, I BS you not, bro. Pardon my bragging on you. This is a compliment for you, but I picked up a little under 50K. In under, 2 weeks at the most? Something like that.
No, I'm with you. And, folks, I know. Listen, I know, man. I trade every day, too, so I know what you're saying. Now, the key, this is the key, folks, okay? So picture something here, too. So for all you, folks trading out there, whether you're trading, on the market insights or whether you're trading, Steve is hitting it out of the park also. If you're listening to us, just stay right there because it's crucial in this type of an environment that as you're moving your stops very quickly, too. Because high volatility, technique-wise, you want to move it. You stay right there. We're coming right back.